Having this many animals, it's just not, it's not feasible. One person cannot care for this many animals and do it properly to maintain their health and the person's health. There's just no way.
We're out here today. It's actually a two-part operation that we've dubbed Operation Downpour. First property this morning, that situation was a family that had experienced medical crises. The care of the animals had fallen to an elderly gentleman who was doing his very best to keep up and could not care for the animals any longer.
Conditions in the house weren't the worst we've ever seen by any means, but very cold, very wet. Then we traveled across the state, and now we are in another part of Arkansas, again, very, very rural area. Two things that these cases today had in common were the people reached out for help. And that is so important. These are owner surrenders. These are not criminal cases. These are people who got in over their head.
I mean, everything else is pretty much typical. When you get somebody who has acquired so many dogs because they can't get them fixed, it just builds and builds and builds until you can't handle it anymore. This is what happens.
Definitely have got some skin issues, and we've got some parasites with these animals.
Some general signs of a lack of vet care. Definitely heavy worm infestations, as well as mange and some untreated injuries.
And they probably all have heartworms. Every one of them is probably heartworm positive, but I don't think those puppies would have survived. And these that are so skinny right now, they probably wouldn't have survived much longer either, no matter how much they ate. The intestinal parasites are just destroying them from the inside out. But I think as soon as they get into a new place, it's just gonna be the difference between night and day. They're gonna be in heaven. They're not gonna know what happened to them.
In both of these situations that we addressed today, the individuals had reached out to absolutely every organization that they could think of. In both of these rural communities, there was absolutely no other municipal resources available to them. So these people were desperate for help.
It's very important that law enforcement across the country, that shelters across the country, individuals know that organizations like ARC exist. I mean, who else would have come and gotten all these animals?
When people reach out and they ask for help, I am so thankful that we're able to respond and that we do it with compassion and we do it with kindness.
We assembled this team in 24 hours notice and we were on the road, and they've been out all day long in freezing rain and are just happy to be helping these people and these animals. And I'm very proud of the team, and I'm so grateful to our donors that make this possible.
We don't quit. We'll do whatever we have to, but we got them all. That's what we're here for. We're here to help the animals and the people.